Mr. Godfrey Bloom, Freedom and Democracy.
Mr. President, Commissioners, the three amigos, if I may call you such, last session, Mr. President, you had to scamper away. I think you had an urgent appointment. You missed my words of wisdom. I am glad to see that you are here to receive them today, because I feel I have some wisdom to offer. You are in such a pickle, actually, aren't you? One could almost feel sorry for you, but of course you bring some of this on yourselves. The common currency experiment, which is an experiment which was doomed to failure, and I remember lecturing at Cambridge University back in the 90s explaining why it was deeply flawed and couldn't work, and I gave it about 10 years and I am afraid it looks like I was right. It was even flawed with your own rule book, and what actually happened when you introduced it, you actually tore up your own rule book. You threw it away. You welcomed every fiscal dysfunctional economy into the eurozone, including Greece, which was going to hasten the demise of the eurozone, and it comes as no surprise. I am not a Johnny come lately to the demise of the euro. It was always written in the runes, as it were, and to suggest now that we have only just found out that Greece was broke is intellectually dishonest. I was in the city at the time and we were buying Greek bonds at 10% coupons and they fell to 5. It was a one-way bet, a bit like having the winner of the horse before the race had even started. And our banks, our commercial banks, have got themselves into a terrible problem because they buy junk debt, they redistributed junk debt, repackaged to AAA ratings. What are our central banks doing now? The very same thing. They are buying in the secondary market, they are buying junk bonds, repackaging it as AAA, and this is just how we got into this pickle to start with. If you want to get out of this mess, you want to get rid of the political establishment support for commercial banks and get rid of central banks, which are actually part of the problem, not the solution.